Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Guthormr, a Palladium story, with David Larkins as the Game Master.
Although we were watching Castlevania earlier, and it's like, hey, this is kind of like a World of Darkness, like Hunter, the Dark Ages kind of thing. And I said, or Palladium fantasy. And she just stared at me. So.
Or Palladium fan. I mean, that's true.
It does kind of
anything's Palladium fantasy if you squint hard enough.
If you really want it to be.
Yeah, exactly.
If you work hard enough at it.
If you work hard enough, anything's Palladium fantasy. I'm going to run Call of Cthulhu, but where's converting everything?
Well, that would be their trademark horror RPG, Beyond the Supernatural.
Ooh, Beyond the Supernatural.
Beyond
I like that.
Supernatural.
I like that.
Yes.
Beyond.
Mm-hmm. But we are here not for that, but to continue to follow the adventures of Guthormr, Monster Hunter.
Wait, is this episode 4?
This is episode 4.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're
going by so quickly. I know.
Yeah. And we're 4 episodes in, and I realized that I think we only discussed this in the character creation episode, available exclusively to patrons.
Ooh.
But
how much is a Patreon?
Oh my gosh, you can get in for as little as $1 per episode.
David,
I know.
Oh my gosh, that's less than a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I mean, I don't give you anything apart from occasional like patron only downloads, but you're still supporting the show.
Yeah, and Patreon only downloads. I mean, that's huge.
They do leak out from time to time, including sometimes play test sessions for things I'm working on in my professional capacity with Chaosium. So hey.
Wow. Well, if it's leaking, you've made it. If it's leaking, it's
You should probably look into it.
Look into where that leak's coming from.
That's right.
Start it.
Talk to somebody about that leak.
Yeah, get some bubble gum.
That's right. But I feel like, oh yes. So I was going to say, I don't think like, wow, I completely lost my train of thought. No. I was going to say that I don't think, apart from the character creation session, that we have mentioned that Guthormr is, what is it, 32 years old?
Yeah, I'm 32 years old, which I would gather is old in Palladium years.
It's oldish, yeah.
Okay, fair.
It's on the downhill slope of your active years, so.
Just like a Headlopper, who was a little older, and Conan once became a king. Conan, I think the first like big Conan story was The Sword and the Phoenix, right?
Yes.
And he was an old man in that one.
He was indeed.
So this tracks.
It does.
And I'm still Guthormr is a year younger than I am. Almost almost 2. Almost 2. So it's a win-win.
Yeah. So it's interesting. It brings up some philosophical questions about what exactly experience levels are meant to represent, but we'll save that for another time.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure, like, I think we even talked, you're right. I think we talked about it in the character creation episode, but like Guthormr was kind of a soldier, and then lived his life kind of on the field as a soldier. And then after that ended, kind of started selling his sword.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure, you know, I mean, just like a town guard is probably what Guthormr was before he started, you know, hunting monsters or whatever.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, now he's gone from town guard then to finding himself out in the middle of a howling wilderness.
That's right.
With a frost giant buddy who is going to be following him around for the next year to make sure that he finds Odd's spear and uses it to destroy certain rune weapons.
You know, I'm gonna give it the old college try.
Mm-hmm.
And my giant's name is Hruther, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Hruther.
Good. Hruther.
Yes.
I can't roll my R's, so which is unfortunate. Okay, yeah, cool. So and the frost giants, of course, called the Algor, as we've discussed. I took some notes.
Good.
But so last session, just to refresh my brain, I kind of wandered in the woods for a little bit. Ended up meeting a fellow named Callus, who may or may not be appearing in other episodes. He had a big berserk sword possessed by this character named Trigom, who talks a bit like Sean Connery.
Just a bit.
Rip. And and he points me kind of in the direction of the greatest threat. And I went and kind of I don't want to say negotiated, but I talked with these Algors or Algorian giants. And in order to we got some partial successes and some partial fails. And they let me live, promising that I foolishly, like an anime character, revealed my weapon to them. I was even thinking later, I was like, oh, this thing was made by the dwarves and these giants hate dwarves. Here's my dwarven weapon. So
it's got like a dwarf co brand logo
right,
on
yeah.
it.
Got a bumper stickers as I love dwarves.
Yeah.
But IQ 7, so
yeah, well, there you go.
And I'm trying to be honest with, like as honest as because I do respect giant. They're from the north, so these are kindred spirits to me. I probably grew up with like fairy tales about these things, and mom being like, hey, don't wander into the mountains too far, because the Algor will come down and kill you. So yeah, I feel a little kindred spirity with these guys, and I want them on my side. If they're going to be on anybody's side, I want them on my side.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though they support the Wolfen Empire, which I do not.
No.
So hard, I don't live in an echo chamber. Guthormr's got friends on both sides of the aisle.
Oh, okay. Oh dear. All right. So basically we kind of left off with you still at the Frost Giant camp.
Right.
Technically you still have this this mission to quote unquote complete. You wanted to set your traps though.
Right. Exactly. I feel like now is my time to enact my bizarre Predator Rambo First Blood fantasies. So yeah, it is nighttime, and I don't know how late is it? Where is the moon at?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna let the dice decide on that. Let's see. Just chuck a little dice down the dice tower there. So we'll say that the moon is rose about an hour ago. So it's sufficiently dark out.
Okay.
And let's see. Let's check the phase on that bad boy too.
Ooh.
So it's a half moon. Half moon.
Is this an auspicious moon to me?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know that Guthormr like puts much stock into the moon.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sure I'm sure he knows some like folk stories that he takes as fact. About the moon and its phases, but it's not like a blood supermoon, whatever. So
right, nothing like that. No.
Yeah, so he's probably just like, all right, like the moon is doing moon things.
Yeah.
This is how the moon is, so everything is fine.
Yeah.
Weird question.
Yeah.
This planet, I don't know what the world's name is.
Palladium.
Oh, okay.
The world of Palladium.
Okay, good. So, so
a name so nice they used it twice.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You come up with something good, and you're like, "This is the name for everything."
This is my company's name. This is the name of the fucking game world. This is the name of the game itself.
That was my first like homebrew world. I was like, nothing is better than this. But yeah. So the world of Palladium. Is there only one moon?
You read my mind because I'm sitting here going, here I am assuming there's even a moon, much less multiple moons. Which, again, is just kind of
would necessitate an entire moon rack.
Indicative of that. I know Palladium well enough to know. Thank you for getting the reference. I know Palladium well enough by this point to know that they're probably just like, yeah, of course there's a moon, right? Like that's just how Palladium rolls. It's just like, yeah. What you have to ask? Of course there's a moon.
Exactly. Of course there's a moon.
So I'm seeing here under the, and then much like all other things with Palladium, you have to infer rather than find explicit references.
Okay.
So here under the description for the Enchanted Cauldron, it says the ingredients: 1 small iron cauldron, 6 pints of human blood (parentheses fresh),
nice.
1 dead butterfly, 1 owl's feather, stirred with iron or steel sword approximately 2 hours before the moon's zenith. So there you go.
The moon's zenith.
Yes.
Moon apostrophe S.
The possessive of moon, yes.
Okay.
Indeed.
So there is only one moon. Well,
yes.
That's okay. There's no Muad'Dib running around, but
that's right. Right. Nothing like that. This isn't the world of Dragonlance. We don't have 3 different moons, different color-coded moons. Yes, and in fact, under mystic symbols here, we have the symbol of the full moon, the half moon waxing, and the half moon wait. Oh, so this is interesting. Here we go. So I'm going to say this was a waxing. I was going to say this was a waxing half moon.
Okay.
The waxing half moon is a symbol of hatred.
Ooh. Oh, dude. Now I'm invigorated. Because I hate the people that I'm dealing with.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. So I get advantage on everything.
Okay. In the alternate universe where you are a D&D 5th edition character, that absolutely applies. I was going to say one other thing. I was going back and looking at some stat blocks over the course of the week, and I had noted how Elisabad has a physical beauty of 19. What I missed is that her sister Sarah has a physical beauty of 28.
Whoa,
which is kind of insane.
What a hottie.
Yeah,
her
right.
Okay, so her sister's way hotter.
Yeah, she's like a hot goth chick. So
oh, nice. Okay. My physical beauty is 10, so I'm
well. I like how in role-playing games you can actually measure just how out of somebody's league someone else is.
Right, exactly. I'm like, whoa, dude, she's. I mean, I'm pretty like realistic with myself, but it's good to have numbers.
That's right.
Okay, good. All right. So the waxing half moon is filling me with is justifying my hatred, invigorating my hatred, whatever it's doing. So, okay, so Hrútur, I don't know. I kind of, all right. So like, and this dude, if I recall, this dude was like, he was pretty chill. He looked excited. He was like thumbs upping me.
Yeah, because he's like a little like fledgling giant. You know, he doesn't even have a full beard yet. You know,
right?
so.
Exactly. Yeah. So he's like excited to be with me.
Yeah.
But okay, so I'm like, I'm talking with this dude. I want to talk with Hrútur. Hrútur, can you hear me? And
can I talk with Hrútur?
Yeah. that happens all the time with me for role play games for some reason.
Yeah.
I want to talk to this NPC. Is this NPC here?
Yes. He's coming through.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a large man with pale bluish white skin and very pale hair.
Yeah, the letter H is coming to me. Harry. Does anyone have a Harry? Anyways, like start cold reading me.
Yeah. Does anyone have an unpronounceable Old Norse name in their
right? Anyone. Or a Harry.
By the way, the goddess of the moon is called, I guess, Aco, ACO.
Okay.
She's pretty much what you would expect for a bog standard moon goddess.
Fair.
She's actually goddess of all the stellar bodies. So moon, stars, sun, and planets.
Whoa.
Symbolizes fertility, birth, and rebirth. But she's got a partner who's known simply as the Juggernaut, which is very interesting.
I immediately pictured the X-Men Juggernaut.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah.
He symbolizes raw primal strength, unbridled passion, the harvest, and the earth. So
this dude definitely says, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Definitely. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You can't not with uncontained passion.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Well, I may or may not revere these deities or acknowledge them.
Sure.
I'm already thinking like, how am I going to steal Odd's spear?
How am I going to steal the personal weapon of my own god?
Right. Exactly. like, man, I'm going to have to do something really cool to get this dude's attention and then try to steal his spear.
Yeah. Which, he can't help but respect you for, right?
Right, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Again, the old college try.
Uh-huh.
So, all right. So, yeah, the half moon waxing invigorated me with hatred.
Yeah.
I want to, I want to talk to Hrútur.
Okay.
And say, I kind of just want to ask him, like, when does your job start? Like, when are you with me? Like, when do you are you like, let's go right now?
So I think just going back to last week, I think that what the lead giant said was that he was just going to go with you, quote unquote, right?
Okay,
so,
right.
Yeah, he's just going to be your traveling companion, essentially.
Okay, but he's not a hammer for me to wield.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. But he is there to. I think the guy said he was like supposed to aid me in whatever tasks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to put him to work.
Okay.
Like doing stuff that I want to do, and basically like. I don't want to go crazy into detail with this. I imagine this turning into a montage of me setting up guerrilla warfare predator traps.
Definitely.
Yeah, with Hrútur at my side. So he's like, breaking trees in half for me. And then like we're, using vines and tying them up so we can smash the head of the AT-AT.
Right.
So we're going to make like if Ewoks were like worship the devil. That's kind of where
So Ewoks, basically.
So Ewoks, normal Ewoks.
Yeah.
Bog standard, human flesh eating Ewoks.
That's right. Yes.
A detail overlooked, I think.
Yeah. Well, you have to have read the novelization to know that.
Right.
So.
That's right. That's right. Episode 3. the novelization.
Yes.
Wait, episode 3. The
Yeah.
original episode 3.
Yeah, right.
So
right. The chronological episode.
That's right. Fucking George Lucas. So, so yeah, I want to do that. So big montage of us making traps, and then it culminates with us doing like the Dutch, high five where we're,
right.
Arm wrestling in the air.
That's right. What is
So
Carlos' name? Character's name? Is it Carter?
Dutch and
Dutch.
hold on.
Because he calls him by his name. He's like, "You son of a bitch."
Dylan.
That's it.
Dylan.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. Got you pushing. What does it say? It's like something about like pushing papers or whatever.
Yeah,
It's like sitting behind a desk.
Yeah.
Dylan kind of betrays them, but
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're Dutch and Dylan in it.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. So I've got the relevant skills that I think I have here are going to be like detect ambush,
Yep.
surveillance, camouflage. If it's at all possible, I'd like to set up some kind of like parallel bars or box rings. Or
Christ. Just set up a full gymnasium.
Right. In case I need to make like a quick but flashy escape.
Just don't set up a pommel horse, or you'll just start doing a routine on that. It'll slow you way down.
Slow me down.
Yeah.
I'm going for the 10s. But yeah, okay. So these are maybe the traps that I'm thinking. I want to have some kind of like pit trap.
Yeah.
With maybe some like spiked, sticks at the bottom.
Yep.
I want to have some like some logs that are going to come together and like crush people's heads.
Yep.
I would like to have some kind of like maybe tripwire. That is, I don't know, what should the tripwire do? We gotta have some kind of tripwire. It puts them up in like a net.
Yep.
And I'm probably like, I would also ideally maybe talk to the giants about this kind of stuff and be like, look, like I'm about to be hunted, and I'm not asking for them to like do my work for me, but if they have nets or if they have materials that we can use to like set these traps, like I would like to borrow them.
Okay.
But yeah, and just be like, you want me to get odd spear? Well, I've got to live through the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
So, like you don't have to do these things for me. Like if someone shows up, I'm not expecting you to like be my vanguard.
Right.
But I'll do this myself, but I need your, like, if you can help me set up these traps, then we will have then we're going to be way more successful at destroying all of these rune blades together, and just kind of pass it off like it's in their best interest,
Yeah.
And that's me harnessing my schemer disposition.
Oh, excellent. Yes. Where's my XP tracker?
That's right. I'm already farming, dude. I told you I'm gonna get 1,000 XP this game.
I love it. That's what you gotta do.
That's right. I'm gonna farm the shit out of this. In fact, I'm gonna Google XP Palladium Fantasy 2.
There you go. That way you can know what's on the thing and what triggers XP awards. Yeah, I'm really so. Full disclosure, initially, I had the encounter with the Algor in my back pocket in case you had a failure with your wilderness exploration, which you did,
Ooh, yeah.
And I was just figuring like, it'll be some combat. He's got the rune sword now. Shouldn't be too tough, He'll just fight some giants and we'll be on our way. No. Now you've got a whole strike team of giants
Look,
helping you out. And I'm like, okay, well, good for you.
I think honestly, like I think if Guth, the old Guth,
Old
was
Goof, yeah.
yeah. I think if he was like full Conan, I would have fought all these giants,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or even like more Elric.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was me just like really being like, okay, these giants are a threat, but right now they're actually like small fry. Because I'm like, I viewed them more as like a resource. Again, schemer stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Performing a skill, clever but futile idea. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so I need to kill or subdue a great menace. I'm like going straight to the top.
Yeah.
A great, major, or minor. A great menace would be nice. Daring, clever, or not.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I like these. Playing in character.
It's good stuff.
Good judgment. Ooh, deductive reasoning and or insight. Whoa, 500 self-sacrifice. Do I have to?
Or even potential self-sacrifice.
Wow. Do I have to? Yeah, I don't have to die for that to trigger, huh?
No, you don't.
Well, a critical plan or action that saves the entire group or many people. Okay, I'm gonna make a case for that immediately because I'm gonna try to kill Alyssa Bad.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not necessarily trying to like save the town. I'm more trying to like annex them from her control and also prevent other dummies like me from getting killed like for her game, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
So there's my 1K. Everything else is
there you go.
Everything else is toppings.
That's right.
All right. So we'll see if it happens though. This is a lofty that's probably the most ridiculous thing I've ever done in a game. It's just being like, I'm going for 1,000 XP.
Yeah, I
know. Only in Palladium Fantasy. All right. So yeah, that's my okay. So again, we'll take it step by step. So it's nighttime. We're around these bonfires. I don't think they were like dancing around the bonfires, were they? They were just kind of walking around.
Yeah, they were just getting settled in. You know.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Like...
So I'm eating from my own knapsack. I don't want to take from them.
Okay.
Unless they offer it, and then of course whatever they offer me, I'll eat. Andrew Zimmerman style. And
you have these orc kidneys.
All right, it's like kind of nutty.
There's a smack of urine to it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm minding my manners, just as like, and not really, obviously it's Guthormr, so like minding my manners is really just being like, I respect you for your strength and your size, and like also a little bit of like, I don't want to get killed,
right?
Or at least I don't want to shed unnecessary blood because I need all my strength for tomorrow. Because I think at like probably dawn, or maybe like some kind of dramatic time, probably dawn, I'm gonna like blow this whistle, and whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen.
Damn.
Yeah. So so I want to petition them to be like, whatever resources you can lend me, like I will take them, and I will like, what would be like, would I be like, I can give you honor, or I will repay you in blood, or I don't know, like what do I know of these giants?
Yeah, I was going to say, why don't we start with a monster lore roll, just so you can get some idea of like, what they...
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember from like folk tales from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Okay. And is this plus my IQ?
Plus IQ, plus skill, so...
Okay, so I rolled a 53. My IQ is 7. Yeah, that puts me to 60.
Okay.
And then demons and monsters is 40, so 100.
Perfect. Well, it was difficulty 100, so right on the nose there.
Kapow.
Yeah.
25 XP, baby.
That's right. You're like, I'll just track my own XP. Thanks.
Right. I know. I'm like 975 to go.
Damn you. All right. So let's see here. So you got you gotta succeed. That's a yes, but okay. So
I actually like that more. I like the
I
yes
know,
buts.
right?
I like
yes
the
buts are good. Yeah, they are. Let's see, some sort of complication. Okay, so it says the player at the game master's discretion may add some sort of complication or secondary problem. Interesting. All right.
Ooh.
So
so wait,
yeah.
so I add the problem?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I like that even more.
I ripped this off straight from the Doctor Who role-playing game, full disclosure. So
Hey, that's awesome.
there you go. There you go. All right.
Okay.
What do you think?
So I would think, oh man, now it's like it feels like a real collaboration here.
Yeah.
I would think that they might be like we're down with you, like repaying us in blood.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
However, there's a complication.
Maybe
I would
maybe they have an idea of the specific kind of blood.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah. Maybe maybe they're like, well, I don't want to be like, I don't want to get crazy because I was thinking they might want like the blood of a man, the blood of an elf, and the blood of a dwarf.
Oh shit, yeah.
Like that would be cool, but then it's like, okay, so we need these 3 types of blood, and you have a year to get us Odd's spear.
Right. Yeah. They're like loading you up with tasks. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Now it's like, oh god, I should have never fetch quests.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe maybe they want like the blood or the head of like the strongest opponent, or like maybe they don't want the blood. Maybe it's like the condition of the blood.
Oh.
Like they're like, okay, you can fight, you can like lure into traps all these people, but to prove your strength, you need to 1v1 the strongest opponent that's coming at you.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I like it. Okay. So the leader guy, who you've sort of been talking with this whole time, and
which I don't want. Does he have a name?
Yes, he does. It's coming up in a moment.
Name.
Yeah.
Ask me my name. What is my name? My name. Funny you would ask.
Actually, I was saying that with Castlevania because like the episode, it was like they go into this town and it's like, who are you? And he's like, oh, I'm the judge. And it's like, oh, do you have a name?
Oh.
And it's like, no, you can just call me the judge.
I know.
And then later on, it was like some
later in the episode, it's like, I'm the guy and my name is the guy.
Oh, it was I'm the captain. You can just call me the captain.
Yeah.
And so like, and I said to Des like, wow, the GM was really phoning it in this time.
I said the same thing to Caitlin. I was like, wow, a judge named Judge and a captain named Captain on the same episode.
What are the odds?
I know. You like random like fantasy name generator is free.
Yeah. Oh man. So let's say this guy. That's a good giant name. This guy's name is Ulgar.
Ooh, Ulgar. Is that
Ulgr?
Sick. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does the U have an umlaut, David?
It does not actually.
Oh wow. Okay.
No.
Well, can't win them all.
Yeah, no, that's all right. So Ulgr tells you that they will help you. He says, we will help you construct your traps and do as you wish. But this person who hunts you, you must kill them in combat, not through trickery. We will be watching from afar.
Oh, yeah. We Viking handshake. Grab each other's forearms.
The old forearm clasp, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I imagine, and I don't know how big these giants are. I imagine they're not like colossal.
No, they're like 20 feet at the max.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we grab each other's forearms, and he's clearly stronger than me, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, what is his strength? Just so I know how. I want to put numbers to this.
Yeah, it's like when you teach your dog to shake, like you do a little
Right.
paw shake. Yeah, his strength would be in the 20s.
Okay, mine's 18.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm like, okay, like you'll win if you punch me.
mm-hmm.
But I'm here and I'm holding it down.
He could punch you and it would ring your bell, but it wouldn't necessarily kill you.
Right.
Yeah.
And a few roundhouse kicks. Who knows what he would be doing?
Exactly.
Don't make me open these bad boys up.
It's like when you teach your dog how to do a roundhouse kick.
That's exactly. I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Very relatable.
Yeah.
Relatable meme.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. So now, now I'm like, okay, like let's get to work. And boom, montage of setting guerrilla warfare.
Let's do it.
Predator Ewok traps.
That's right. Predator Ewok. that I would like to see.
That's
nice.
that's the crossover.
That we all want. Yeah. But Ewok wearing a Predator suit.
Yeah, the most ambitious crossover of all time. A bunch of Ewoks like playing drums on Predator helmets at the end.
Damn. Yes.
You're just like, oh my god.
They didn't even break a sweat.
I know. It was very easy. Alien inconvenience.
So let's start with detect ambush, since that gives you an eye for spotting terrain suitable for ambushes.
All right. Do I get? Oh, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, since you're in eminently ambushable terrain.
Oh yeah.
Here, with ravines and woods and rocks. We'll make this easy difficulty, so all you have to do is hit a target number of 50 or better.
Oh, dear.
And
I feel
use
you
your
jinxed me.
Yeah, well, yes, I did. Use your mental affinity instead of your IQ as well.
Okay, so I actually kind of can't fail.
Okay, good. Unless you roll 10 or less.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. All right. I got a 28.
Okay.
On the die, plus 45 for detect ambush.
Ooh, nice.
Plus 11 for mental affinity. So
we're adding 56 to the, what did you roll? A 20?
28.
28. So we didn't quite hit 100. So
didn't quite hit 100.
So basically, in order to have like a flat success with no complications, you have to exceed the target number by 50 or more.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're back in yes but territory. So you have found a good site to lay your ambush, but what do you think?
Okay. So I found a good place to lay my ambush. I like this because I get to pick my own, like how I screwed myself over.
That's right.
I get to pick the read I'm beat with. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
Go cut a switch.
That's right. Yeah. I'm like, I think here. I find a good site.
Mm-hmm.
But let me think here. So it's been raining. It's been snowing. There's snow up here.
Yeah.
So maybe it has something to do with like the ground is like, I'm like, okay, this is the site. But then when I get there and we start putting traps together, like the ground is maybe too hard or too muddy. And like maybe it takes us way longer than I had anticipated. I don't know if the cost of time, because I'm not really under a time.
Yeah, you're not in a time budget crunch. So what if because of the snow cover and everything, the very nature of setting this ambush trap is going to make kind of a more obvious spot, like where the snow has been cleared away, right?
Yeah, good thinking. Yeah. So it's a little more obvious of like, this is my murder hole.
Right. You can't really blend it in. You have to wait. If there was a snowstorm that blew through, then that would blend it back in. But otherwise, you can't really do anything about it.
Do we have a random weather generator?
I can certainly brew one up really quickly. Yeah. I have the D30 Sandbox Companion on PDF here. I can pull that.
Oh
up.
God, fantastic. Yeah, I'd be fine with that, or even like it's in a precarious location, like if something goes really wrong, like maybe an avalanche could trigger.
I like that, or there's like really nowhere to retreat to, like from where you're at. Like,
yeah, I like that because like
yeah.
I would rather it put my life on the line than like compromise my sneakiness.
Wow, that's commitment.
Yeah, I would rather die than not be sneaky.
That feels like a playing in character XP award right there.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, you know, I imagine we're like standing on me and my giant bros. We're like standing on this ledge, and I'm just like pointing down to this ravine of where all these like perfect trees are happening, and they're looking at each other and like shaking their head. They're like, "This dude's crazy," and then it like, you know, the camera goes to my eyes and my eyes squint, and I'm like, "No, this is where it is."
The giants are like white people, am I right?
I know. For real. And I'm like, this isn't dramatic. This is where my family reunion was last year.
All right. Sounds good.
Cool.
All right. So you have your site picked out, and then you had your objectives of let's see here. You wanted some pit traps.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted a log smashy trap, and then you wanted a net trap with a tripwire.
Yeah, and I guess I'm probably planning on like, I want to make like as many of these as possible. And like if the giants are helping, like cool. I just want to be like, kind of how I imagine this playing out is me. Like I don't have like, I don't know. Yeah, like, okay, so what are the giants doing? Are they building traps for me?
You know, they're kind of going to help you in whatever way you need them to. So
Okay,
yeah,
sick.
Yeah.
Okay. So I might leave like some trap construction up to them, especially like the big stuff, like dig a hole giant, because it's going to be way easier for them, right? Or like, you know, like have one giant digging a hole and then the other giant just like breaking apart like a bunch of branches and tree trunks and, you know, creating sharp sticks, and just like jamming them down in the mud. That's all easy stuff. And then I can take care of the more finesse, you know, like the noose traps and the tripwires and stuff like that. But cool. But kind of how I imagine this playing out is me just kind of like tagging these guys with like rocks or like throwing my javelin at them and then like running. And then when they chase me, I lead them through the trap, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
That's kind of how I imagine it. I don't know if that's how it's gonna play out, but we'll see. Like if I have to throw someone into a pit trap, that's fine too. Or roundhouse somebody into a tripwire and then their head gets crushed by two giant logs. That's also fine.
I wouldn't be mad.
I know there might be a content warning at the beginning of this episode.
Oh my god. Oh no, we've done far worse things on this podcast.
Oh, okay, good, yeah.
Without any content warnings. I'm so sorry.
Okay, good. I just don't want to be the weirdo. Like that Penny guy's kind of sick.
No. We have plumbed some depths and then some.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Horror on the Orient Express. That was.
Oh yeah, I almost started listening to that the other day.
Oh really? Oh yeah, it's. I understand people like it, so there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to be your hype.
Yeah, be my own hype man. Yeah. No, some of the there's some Dreamlands sequences in that campaign that are pretty out there. So.
Whoa, sick.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I want to set up. This is gonna sound ridiculous, but I'm totally serious.
Yeah.
I want to set up some tightrope / high wires.
Yes, go on.
Basically just so like I can quite literally get the drop on my opponent. So like, yeah. So like if I can be into some trees and I've got like some, you know, vines or, you know, rope or whatever the giants have that they can lend me. in just kind of like this weird like canopy of tight ropes, basically. I can kind of navigate them and then like drop down on my opponent and, you know, pick them up and throw them into a pit trap or whatever.
Okay.
Or roundhouse kick them and then rip their throat out.
Okay. So, you know, by the way, as you're going through all of this, occasionally Trigon kind of pipes up
totally
in your brain, you know, and he's like, I really don't know why you're going through all this trouble. All it takes is a good swipe from Trigon the Chaotic, and your troubles are over. None of this pit trap nonsense.
I respect that. Yeah, and I'm kind of just like, I'm, you know, again, like David Lynch's Dune internal monologue. I'm like whispering in my brain. And I probably just tell Trigon it very well may come to that. And if it does, like, I have no doubt that we will prevail, you know, like we're assured victory here.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. And if you want to kill the giants too, I can help you with that.
That time may also come, Trigon. But it is not right now.
Not this day.
It is not but it is not this day. It is at least not within the next 24 hours. Yeah, so then I'm just kind of running around montaging, basically.
Yeah, that's great.
And then and then of course like camouflaging myself.
Right. So let's get a camouflage roll as well.
Okay. And yeah, for this, I'm not looking to make like a ghillie suit or anything. I really just want to like kind of cover myself in some like snowy mud. And then maybe do like, I imagine there's like pine trees around and firs and stuff like that. So I'm like taking their branches and just kind of like, you know, putting them through my coat or through my cloak and, you know, on my clothes and stuff like that, just so when I am in the trees, like I can blend in a little easier.
Okay.
And this is camouflage. And what else do I add to this?
I think mental affinity again, you know.
Okay. So
anything having to do with like perception or reading the environment, you know, would be like mental affinity. So yeah.
Okay. So all right.
And again, with abundant resources, we'll say difficulty 50 on this one as well.
Okay, cool. So I rolled an 87.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm adding 41 to that.
Damn. All right. So that's going to be over 50 points of success. So that is just a flat out success, no complications.
Sick.
Yeah, and then of course if you succeed by over 100, the target number, then that's a yes, and you also get to narrate, you know, what happens, but that's like it exceeds beyond your expectations. So like, you know, how does that exceed your expectations? You get to narrate.
That's cool.
So, yeah,
that's cool.
Okay, so very good. So you you suitably camouflage yourself. I'm gonna say like with the giants helping out, I mean that's essentially like having a full like construction crew complete with, you know, like backhoes and cranes and shit. So I don't think there's really any need to even roll for that, because you know it's just like, you know, you're just kind of telling them what to do, and like you said, like kind of picking up the slack when it comes to the finesse. You know, sort of on a metagame level, I'll just say that about 2/3 of this group are rangers. So they do have nets and ropes and, you know, wilderness gear of that variety. So
yes,
yeah, so you're able to help out with setting up the net traps, and you know, we'll just say it, you know, probably just takes the day, you know,
okay,
to get all that set up, and you've got a convenient little box canyon ambush that then leads to a shale covered slope that then, you know, terminates in a precipitous and dramatic drop off. So if you chase down the canyon, you really have nowhere else to go. other than
Perfect.
jumping off the cliff.
You know, I want to try to make that happen.
Yeah, fugitive style, right? Just like
Totally. Yep.
My glasses. All right, so cool. And so then it's just, and then you're gonna toot the whistle at dawn, right?
Yeah. Oh, and on the cliff's terminus, I do want to look down it and be like, are there like trees growing out of the side of the cliff or anything like that?
Yeah, we'll say there's some convenient sort of scraggly junipers, clinging to the side of the cliff face.
Perfect.
Yeah,
it's something where I'm like, okay, like if this happens, that's my only chance,
right. Yeah,
like,
try and break your fall as you go
right.
down.
Yeah, this could, yeah, exactly. And I could still die, but I'm like, hey, if there's a chance, there's a chance.
End up with a bunch of scorpions crawling down your back or something.
Is that the Emperor's New Groove?
Yeah. It's a good thing you're not a big fat guy, or this would really be difficult. All right. So, very good. So, you get as good of a night's sleep as you can manage.
That's right.
And yeah, in the morning, you awake before dawn and smear on a fresh coat of mud. So how are you positioning yourself here? How are you going to lay this trap, the initial part of the trap?
I want to position myself as if I'm about to be chased through like Ultimate Ninja Warrior.
You're right. Oh, because we have the tight ropes too.
We have the tight ropes. Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
We have the tight ropes and all that stuff. So I kind of want to blow the whistle. And again, I have no clue what's about to happen. This could all be for naught. So
yeah, it just calls down an ion strike from an orbital laser cannon. I
exactly
didn't have the heart to tell you.
Exactly. So I'm like, all right, I think, this is kind of what I think. So I position myself at like the head of the obstacle course, basically.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, like I've got my camo on. I'm well rested. I have all my weapons and gear like tied to me sufficiently because I know I'm about to be doing some ridiculous shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm basically I'm gonna try to hide myself in like a bush or something where I feel like I'm adequately hidden.
Mm-hmm.
And because I don't know, like I imagine it's magic and it's not going to be like I imagine, I don't know, who knows what's going to happen, but I don't think they're going to be like, they're just going to appear right on top of me,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to crouch and I'm going to take out this stupid whistle and I'm going to look at it and I'm thinking about Alyssa and I'm like, I'm going to get you, sucker, and I blow in the whistle and I'm basically like, I'm waiting to see what's about to happen, but I'm like prepared to start like basically scurrying up a tree.
Yeah.
Like a
freak.
And
and I'll say that just for clarity's sake, the giants have broken camp and removed themselves so as not to give away your position, but they are nearby and you can feel their eyes on you. They're kind of like they got their popcorn out and everything.
Yeah, I want to impress my new friends.
Yeah, check this out, you guys.
Yeah,
no,
watch
wait. No, this worked when I was practicing it by myself.
Right,
Hold on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, ignore that.
Ignore that part. All right, so you blow on the whistle, and it makes a high pitched note, like the kind you would expect for a bone whistle to make. But it does have like this kind of unusual sustain, kind of the note hangs in the air a little longer than it should maybe, and then it fades away, but like you can almost tell it's fading away in a particular direction, and it's like kind of back in the direction you came from town, and then all's quiet. It's just the chill early morning, springtime in the mountains, wind whistling through the branches as the sun is climbing above the rocky peaks. And like the hunter, you have set your trap and you now await your quarry.
That's right.
So nothing happens instantaneously. So no ion strikes, no sudden teleportations or anything of that nature.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I am interested in this magic, Like I don't have any magic powers myself, so obviously that's why it's kind of like, oh fuck, what's about to happen? But I am interested in to see how it works, and who knows, maybe when I, eat Alyssa's head, I'll gain this knowledge.
Eat her brains.
When I eat her brain.
All right. So, some time passes actually, like, the sun continues to climb into the sky and, the wind gets a little warmer. Some snow starts dripping, melting off the boughs where, it hadn't melted yesterday. And you can tell it's going to be a bit warmer today, so it's nice. But yeah, it's just nothing really going on. So it's getting on to mid-morning actually at this point. Is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I want to climb into the tree.
Okay.
And just get a higher vantage point. Because I'm like, okay, like if they're not going to teleport onto me, like that's fine. But like if they at least know my position, like I want to be able to see them coming from like a mile away.
Okay. Yeah, good call. So actually, why don't you give me a percentile roll and add your mental affinity? See what you can see.
My mental affinity is 11, and I rolled a 30.
Okay, so not great.
Not huge.
Not huge. But you do have a superior vantage point. So,
ooh.
You're just kind of scanning around up in this pine tree, and maybe a little later than you might have wished to, you do spot something. It's getting closer and fast, but it's still a little ways out. It's 3 objects flying towards you.
Okay. All right. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm looking around. I know my position. And since I've had the time, I've like charted it out in my head, like, okay, I'm going to go here first.
Yeah.
And then here. And I know I have this trap on my left, so I'm going to go right. And if somebody tries to flank me, blah, blah, blah. So like I've tried to do everything I can to just like cover all my bases. So I'm basically just like sitting there and waiting.
Okay. So as these objects get closer, you begin to be able to make out some details. They're flying like almost in a wedge formation. The 2 outside objects look to be more or less identical. They're coming into better resolution. They're giant-sized humanoid creatures themselves, about the same size as your Al Gore friends. Okay. And they have, massive bat-like wings that are, flapping slowly as they propel themselves through the air. And then on point is what looks for all the world like a giant locust. Maybe about 20 feet long itself.
Ugh.
And there is indeed a human-sized figure riding on the back.
Okay. How far away are they?
Well, at this point, they're a couple hundred yards off, I'd say. Close enough that you can make out the sort of the gross details, but not so close you can make out tinier details.
Okay. And these creatures, you said they're basically like, are they like giant bats? Are they dragons?
Well, yeah, so they're humanoid. They have kind of stone colored skin and these very, sort of demonic looking faces, very leering, just sort of grotesque features.
I would like to do
ram's horns, that kind of thing.
I would like to do a demons and monsters lore test.
I think that's perfectly reasonable. And,
Okay.
in fact, we'll make the difficulty 50 because they're not super obscure, these creatures.
Okay.
So.
And this is adding my IQ.
IQ, yeah.
Ugh. It's like 82.
82. Okay. All right. So I'm going to say I'll throw in the complication on this one, which is just simply that you don't know the exact variety of what these are.
Okay.
But you do know that these are members of a larger group of sort of sub-demons known colloquially as gargoyles.
Ah, okay.
They come in different varieties, but you're not sure exactly what type of gargoyle these are,
Yeah, I need to brush up on my gargoyle studies.
Yeah. And give me a separate roll for the locust.
Ooh, okay.
And we'll make that 100.
44 plus 47.
Ooh, close.
Very close.
Yeah.
I spend a point of luck.
I know, right?
I'll always ask for that.
Yeah. I love luck mechanics.
I know. I think it's one of the best. I added it to a D&D game. I was like, everybody roll D% out.
Yeah.
That's your luck score.
Yeah.
And man, immediately made the game way better.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so this is a no but, and so we'll say that you do recognize this has to be some kind of demon of Hades, and is probably a greater demon, but it's of some type that you've never heard of.
I might, you know what? I'm actually, while I'm looking at this stuff, I'm talking inner monologue time.
Yep.
And I say, Trigon, do you recognize these foes?
Nice. So Trigon says, well, I can tell you that they're the greatest danger in the area. That's for damn sure. You'll want to be careful, actually, of the rider of that locust. She's the most dangerous of them all.
She. Okay, now we're talking. All right. All right. Yeah, I don't have Trigon equipped yet. Well, he's not in my hand.
Right.
I need my hands for balancing and for squeezing brains and whatnot.
Oh yeah, of course.
So yeah, and okay. Well, dramatically, he was like, "She's the most dangerous of all." So I'm not going to press that. What I want to do is try to force them to land.
Mm-hmm.
Or because does it look like she's going to land at all, or is she just going to like carpet bomb the area?
Just level it. Absolutely level it.
Yeah. Roll for carpet bomb.
It's hard to say. They're definitely making a beeline for your location. So yeah, that's all you can tell at this point.
Well, then I'm just gonna have to do it, dude. I leap down from the tree.
Ooh.
Yeah, watch yourself, David.
Okay.
I leap down from the tree.
Yeah.
I hit the ground and I roll. Do you want me to make a roll? Roll?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. I've got good roll. So I leap down from the tree. I roll forward.
Yep.
Out into the open, and I have like my arms out. And I just yell like, Alyssa!
Okay. Sounds good. So I'm not gonna make you roll for something as dramatic and cool as that. So
Thank you.
yeah, no, you spring up out of your little tuck and roll, shout your challenge at her. Are you wielding Trigon as you do so, or
I'm not actually. In fact, I would probably like as I'm coming out of my roll, I grab my javelin, and when I yell Alyssa, like I throw it at her.
Ooh, now we're talking.
Yeah, because I'm like, get down here and fight me.
That's right. Okay. All right. Why don't we do a little initiative roll?
Let's go.
So that's D100 plus your speed.
Not bad.
Yeah, how'd you do?
I got 100 on the dot. 86 plus 14.
Nice. All right.
What'd you get, 300.
I got 69.
Nice.
Yeah. Our
but
first
not
of the
nice.
evening.
Not nice enough, Alyssa.
That's right. So yeah, you can cast your javelin for.
Yeah. Awesome.
So
yeah.
In addition to that synergy bonus that I discovered last week.
Yeah.
Offline synergy bonus. From the fact you also have spear as a weapon proficiency.
That's
and
right.
So that gave you some kind of bonus. I forget what. But anyway, also I discovered that having a thrown weapon proficiency gives you plus 1d4 damage on your javelin. So I changed that as well. So
that's right. 3d4.
3d4, which is not bad.
And 300 feet range.
I know. You can really Olympic style, just
Oh, dude. From from the parallel bars.
That's the kind of triathlon I want to see. The gymnastics track and field crossover.
All right. Exactly, dude.
Do a rhythmic gymnastics into a discus throw or something, like
God. Breeding super soldiers.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Okay, so this is a strength plus 10. Is that right?
So this will actually be your physical prowess.
Oh, this is physical. Okay, so I'm rolling physical prowess.
And then your strike bonus.
Okay, so this plus 26.
All right, cool.
Let's go. Come on.
Okay, you got this.
59.
Okay.
Plus 26.
All right,
it's
so
like
75? No,
yeah,
85.
85.
All right, I'm going to give her
95.
Even. Yes. So I'm gonna give her a dodge roll. She's gonna do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
That's right. And
is she like flat? So just so I understand the mechanics a little, is she like flat-footed or anything like that? Like is that a thing?
No.
Okay.
Only because there's no like formal rules for that anyway.
Okay.
That would just be like my ruling would be like, oh yeah, she can't defend because you got the drop on her or something like that.
Oh, okay,
but,
I see what you're saying.
Because you blew the whistle, she actually has the GPS, like homing device on you. So, she knew you were there. She just didn't see you.
Right. True.
Specifically. I did give her a perception roll, and she didn't roll well enough to actually spot you in the tree. So
nice.
So yeah, it was literally you just like dropping out of this tree and you're like, hey, and, like throwing a javelin. He's like, this bitch.
I know, for real.
All right, so what do we say? A 95?
No, 85.
85. That's right. Okay, so I'm gonna give her a dodge roll. It's gonna use the Locust's dodge bonus.
Ooh.
And oh no, I rolled a 7.
Oh yes.
7 minus 83.
Oh, eat it.
We are in the negatives. So actually, I need to figure that out because the differential could mean the difference between a regular strike and a critical strike.
Oh my God.
Let's see here.
So you did 7 minus 83. Negative
76. And then the dodge bonus is plus 20. So that's a negative 56. You had an 85?
I had an 85.
Okay, so let's see here. 85 plus 56 is 141. That, I believe, is going to be... Yes, that is a critical success.
Oh, dude. This is the best day of my life.
I know, it's really good. Well done.
Yeah.
So I'll put this question to you. Do you want to target Alyssa or do you want to target the locust?
Oh, the locust.
You're going for the locust. Okay.
I'm going for the locust because I want to bring her down. I want to take away her air support.
Yep.
And get her.
Yeah.
I want to get her on my playing field because my plan now is like, okay, I'm gonna eliminate the locust or at least like ground it.
Yep.
And then I can run through. She'll probably just stand there and be like, minions attack, and like I'll lead them through the death maze. All my death maze stuff will activate. It'll kill all these things. And then I'll like, dramatically throw like her locust and gargoyle heads at her feet and roar from inside the forest.
All right, you got this all figured out.
I've got it all figured out, David. I don't even have to roll.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll 3d4. You're going to add your damage bonus, and then you're going to multiply the total by 2.
Holy shit. Okay, so I got 2, 4, so that puts me up to 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then another 2, so that puts me up to 8.
Okay.
And then my damage bonus is plus 4, so that's 12.
12.
So 24 damage
24
total.
Damage. Nice.
Okay.
All right. So I should mention at this point that the locust is close enough. You can see this thing's like 20 feet long. It has this like really fearsome scorpion stinger kind of grown out of its butt.
Jesus.
And it has like a human face, but it's like in scale to the rest of its body,
Ugh.
And so it kind of looks like Christopher Lloyd at his worst,
Yeah.
Like skeletal and alarming.
Ugh, God.
And so
Great Scott
indeed. So you hurl your javelin and it strikes home right under like one of those things like chitinous armor plates,
Yeah.
and buries itself about 2 feet, into the locust, which it doesn't kill it, but
right.
it does drop it. Like it loses about 10 feet of altitude.
Ooh.
Just from the shock of impact, and you see all this black ichor, splooge out,
Blech.
So you can also see Alyssa more closely now. She is wearing black kind of like diaphanous gown, ensemble, and her hair is like whipping behind her, and you see that she has painted herself over like all exposed parts of her flesh, so like her face, her throat, shoulders, arms, hands, legs, everything is etched with in the Conan movie, like when they bring him back to life and they inscribe all those
sick
sigils on him, so it's like
yeah.
same deal. She's got like just all these like weird little runic drawings all over like every bit of her exposed flesh. So
don't like that.
No,
that's okay though, because
she came to play.
Right. Even though, even though this is actually perfect, because even though I didn't drop the locust, like I've got my back to like this dense forest.
Yeah.
So like they can't really, like they're going to be forced to come to the ground anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like they're not going to be able to find me because I'll be too stealthy probably.
That's right. So she does get, Alyssa strikes back. She does get to do something here before you're able to. Actually, no, that's not entirely true. Let's see. How many actions per melee do you have?
Oh, I have 3 actions.
Well, look at that. So you succeeded. So you can now take your second action. And if that's simply turning and running back into the woods, it can be that.
Well, so it says I have javelin, not javelins.
So
I don't think I can throw another one.
Right.
I do have a broadsword, but I don't feel like throwing my broadsword quite yet.
No.
So yeah, at this point, my other action would probably be, or my other 2 actions, I guess, would be, if I get them, to run into the forest and then like start positioning myself like, okay, Ninja Warrior time.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's totally fine. So,
and if I need to, if that means like making a stealth roll because I'm hiding in a shrub or whatever, That's fine.
Yeah, let's see how well you do with that. So yeah, go ahead and make a prowl roll.
I don't have prowl.
You don't have prowl. Okay, that's fine. So that would just be D100 plus your physical prowess.
It's plus 16. Let's go.
Okay. And we'll say 50 for this one since you've got plenty to work with.
I rolled an 89.
Nice.
Plus 16. So that puts me at 105, right?
All right. So that's a straight success. No complications.
Nice. And I'm camouflaged to hell. So we succeeded those tests.
Good. All right. So you you jump out, hurl your javelin, and then immediately melt back into the woods.
Yeah. So she knows. She's like, okay, the game is on. The game is afoot. The game is afoot.
That's right. All right. Oh, there he is. Okay. So
are you gonna randomly come up with stat blocks for these greater demons?
Oh, I've got one right here. I'm just looking to see what he can do. Oh, he can do a lot of things. The things he can do, my stars. Okay, good. So this is very, very inconvenient when they just say knows all level 1 spells. I'm like, well, I don't know
For real, yeah.
spells.
But is familiar with this entire system that we tacked on to this one.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, thanks. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so nothing really there. You're not evil, so he can't sense evil on you.
Ooh, that's right. I'm a strong neutral.
I have no strong feelings about this.
Tell my wife I said hello.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. All right. Just trying to get a handle here on
totally, yeah,
on their perception abilities, what they can perceive. One last thing I want to check here. It says he has night vision. And speaking of predator.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. Let's see.
Ooh, I can run 210 feet in melee, by the way.
Good to know.
I don't know if that, 9.5 miles an hour. That's not super fast, but
it's fast-ish.
Pretty fast.
I don't think I could run 9.5 miles an hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say. My knees hurt.
Mother, the Rangoon mother. All right. Let's see. Yeah, all right. Well, I'm going to say with the night vision, it's the kind of dealio that he's going to have to get down. Like, he can't, like, just circle around up above.
Nice.
It's like if you're kind of, like, in amongst the shadows, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
He might be able to see you. But, yeah, again, they're leaving a lot here for me to infer, which is fine. So it goes. Okay. So... very good. So I think well done in terms of, kind of neutralizing their air power there. And so so when you retire back into the woods, what's your next fallback position?
I want to be, I think here, I guess I'm like looking at what she's gonna do a little bit. I'm assuming, like I said, I'm assuming she's gonna land and then send her monsters in to get me. So I'm like, okay, gargoyles, like I need to, and a big locust demon. Pit traps might not work unless I can grab them and basically like jump into them with them.
Ooh.
And then like use their bodies as like a cushion.
Right.
Which might happen. And, but so I'm like, okay, I'm going for the, what's it called? The big head smash AT-AT move.
Okay. Right. Clever. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. These are my AT-ATs. So I'm like, let's go.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. No, for sure. So
I put on my Ewok suit, my Ewok hat.
Start working on your Yub Nub song.
Yeah. Already practicing in my head.
Yeah, exactly.
Trigom is like, what is this?
Oh, shut it off. Put me down.
Put me down.
By the way, when I was shopping for rune swords, like which rune sword to throw at you, since you were like, I want a rune sword. I'm like, I want to give you a rune sword. One thing that Palladium's very good at is giving you a lot of rune swords to choose from.
Oh, wow.
And so Trigon was up there, of course, but there was another one I was really on the fence about, because it's like this, it's a female voiced sword. And it's I think she's called the Death Kiss, so like wielding her is like this kind of sensual experience, and I'm like, But unfortunately there was an alignment mismatch, which means she would like literally suck the life out of you within 24 hours. I'm like, that's not fair.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's like, damn it. So you're stuck with Sean Connery is what I'm trying to say.
Well, hey, that's all right.
Yeah, that's all right.
Sean Connery and a giant follower NPC, like you have your work cut out for me.
Yeah, no, this is good. This is some epic shit, but not
totally
not in the direction I don't like, which is where it starts to feel like an X-Men comic or something.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to every frame Frazetta painting here. That's my goal.
Yeah. This needs to look like the cover of a pulp magazine for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a situation then. So you have melted back into the woods. You see the trio kind of circle around a couple times up above. They're clearly trying to see if they can spot you. You're even pretty sure you hear Alyssa give a strangled cry of frustration.
Ooh, I like that.
And then like right at the edge of the tree line, they touch down, and just like you predicted, as the demon locust settles down, she is you can see her pointing at the woods, commanding these two gargoyles to enter and find you and bring you out.
This is the meme of the dude in the yellow suit, like popping out from behind the tree, like rubbing his hands together.
And licking his lips, yeah.
Totally. Literally what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, that is literally what's happening. You're literally behind a tree right now.
That's right. I'm even wearing a yellow shirt right now.
It's true. It's eerie, actually.
I predicted this. All right, yeah. So I'm like in position, and I'm like, okay, like let's go.
Okay. All right.
And I'm like telling Trigon in my head too. I'm like, Trigon, like be ready, because like when these things, like if they get too close, you're on.
I can't wait. All right. So very good. All right. So what we're going to do then is you're watching these two giant creatures. Yeah, like I say, they're about 14 feet tall. They're gargoyles. What can you say, right? They look like animated, or not animated, but the flesh and blood, the flesh and blood version of what they base gargoyles on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're clomping into the woods here. So let's have you make a detect ambush roll once again to spring the ambush at the right time, right?
Okay, and this is plus mental affinity.
Plus mental affinity.
So this plus 56.
Okay, so this is like an attack roll. You're just trying to roll as high as possible. There's no target.
Okay. Yeah. I rolled a 54, so 110.
110. Good. All right, I am going to give the lead gargoyle a dodge roll as the you pull the rope and the logs begin to creak on their suspension and then come down and knocking smaller branches out of the way as they do so. Some birds take flight, and let's see here. It has a plus 10 to dodge. Would you say you rolled 110?
110.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to roll 100 or better.
Whoa. Oh God. You said it. You said it.
I said it, and you're gonna regret it. No. No. In fact, I rolled an 18, so
that's
only a 28.
Yes.
So yeah, well done indeed. So I'm just gonna say, yeah, you beat their armor rating, and it's 2 tree trunks, so it crushes the gargoyle. I mean, it just
Yes.
I'm not gonna bother rolling damage, like
Right. Yeah. 2 giant crafted tree trunks, like
yeah,
let loose through the woods. Yeah, birds are like scattering. Come together on the gargoyle's head. It's like Castlevania, like their head like malforms and then explodes.
There's like 5 frames of the head like kind of squeezing, and then
yeah,
you're like, did I just see that?
Yeah, and then you see Guthormr like leap out from the brush like to the other gargoyle and the big locust, and I'm like like screaming into the woods, and then I start running like to my next track.
All right. So
I want to do this to Okay. So my next trick.
Yes.
This is I'm gonna take to the trees and start tightrope walking. Because I want to. I installed some some rings in the trees that I can hang from, and
well, actually, I'm gonna say, your time has come, my friend, because
yes,
these tree branches are your parallel bars. You can
I'm not even
a full-on parallel bar routine to like swing up into the trees and get up to the tightrope. So,
perfect. I'm not even particularly good at this. It just has to happen.
It just has to happen. You're absolutely right.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I want to do, and I want to get up in the trees. Because the next trap that I want to kind of like lead them to or like spring on them is the pit trap. And my idea is that when they're close enough to it, I'm actually gonna like that might be my ring, like my gymnastics thing where I'm like swirling around, like I'm on a tree branch or whatever, and I'm like going around, and then I leap down and basically like from above leap onto the other gargoyle and like through sheer momentum, force it into the pit trap where like its body, it like takes the brunt of all the spiked traps, and then I can leap off of it to safety.
Nice. Wow.
That's the intent. The intent.
That is the intent. Okay.
Let's see how the dice say.
Let's start with the parallel bars.
Let's get up in the trees first.
Right. So it's physical prowess plus your parallel bar skill. So let's see what you can
this
do.
Plus 49. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, dude, I rolled a 69.
Nice. All right,
69. Yeah, plus 49.
So 118.
118.
Which means, and I was going to give you difficulty 50 on that just because you have ample branches to work with.
That's a yes and, I believe.
That is a yes and. Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. I'm the best at Palladium Fantasy. Thinking about entering the tournament.
That's right. And then you'll be like, what do you mean the rules don't work like that?
Right. The world's only competitive Palladium Fantasy player.
You made millions on the tournament circuit.
This is like they're gonna make like the Wizard, like with Fred Savage.
Yeah.
But it'll be me in Palladium Fantasy. Okay, so yes, and then I get to dictate the and, right? But is this just me getting up in the trees?
Yes.
Okay, so
yeah.
Okay, so this is me getting up in the trees. So the yes is I flawlessly, like silently swoop up into the trees using my incredible gymnastic skills. Yeah. And then the and is I'm able to like basically position myself perfectly to execute the rest of my ridiculous plan that I already illustrated.
Right. So we'll just drop the difficulty numbers or something to that effect, right?
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, this is the perfect position.
Right. Okay. So you've done the full like jump, swing up to the next branch, hit it with your like midsection, use that as a fulcrum to like do a full 360 spin, and then launch yourself up to like the next level, which like in reality, like treating like pine tree branches as parallel bars would just like shred the shit out of
Just
your hand.
killing me. My hands, my guts torn apart.
Yeah. But you know, whatever. Guthormr's a badass, you know.
That's right.
I have to make any sense.
That's right. I have calloused hands and chainmail. So, dear listener,
the camera is cleverly positioned so that we can't see the stuntman grabbing the actual parallel bar, and it looks like
That's
the
right.
branch, you know.
That's right. It's actually like a 5 foot tall gymnast, like a woman.
Exactly. I just found a gymnast with a blonde mullet, you know.
Pretty easy to do.
Not bad. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, and so then from there you were going to hit the tightrope, right?
Right.
Or,
exactly.
Yeah, okay. So
yeah, I'm just basically just like walking amongst the tree branches and vines that I've strategically placed.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so that's great. So actually, in fact, I think what we'll just say is with that, we don't even have to roll. You succeeded so well on your setup that you just land perfectly balanced on these vines and whatnot. And
three squirrels hold up cards that say 10s.
Yeah, exactly. Except for the Soviet squirrel, he gives you an 8.
True.
Bastard. Boo. Anyway, so okay, so you begin to make your way across this tightrope. Let me see what this surviving gargoyle is going to do here.
And for people listening, I do have a 33 in walk tightrope / high wire, so this is not a gimme. I'm trained.
Okay.
Just to get that out of the way.
That's right.
I don't need any more emails.
You were hate mail.
I
know. Yeah, and I mean, if you hadn't had that skill, I would have probably had you roll regardless. But yeah, since you are skilled in it, that's no problem. Now it says here the gargoyles have exceptional hearing, which is interesting. Ooh. So I think, reasonably, it's sort of tracking your movements through the trees, hearing those branches rustling and whatnot. And,
which is honestly fine because I kind of want him to be where I am.
That's right. Yeah. So he's kind of like down on the ground. He can't spread his wings. The tree trunks are too close together. So he's just kind of following your progress and knocking little saplings out of the way as he goes. And he's totally pissed. You killed his buddy.
Yeah.
And so you just hear his like demonic roars coming up from down below. He's if he's shouting something at you, it's in a language you don't speak, which is maybe for the best.
Yeah, and I don't even respond. Like I'm like honed in on like this is the next step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm already like 10 steps ahead of it. Like I'm already thinking like this dude's dead. I know what I'm doing to the locust next.
As you are traversing this tightrope, though, do give me a percentile roll plus your mental affinity.
Okay. Oof. Wait, what is a critical failure? It's a 10 or less?
10 or less.
Okay, so I rolled a 10.
Great. Roll again.
A 31.
So negative 21.
Minus 7 or plus 7.
It's a negative 14. Great.
Right.
All right. So fine. Thank you for that roll. We'll continue.
Of course. Guthormr has not paid attention. He's like, let's, I'm not worried about, like, I'm just trying to get to the next spot.
Okay.
So yeah, he's not looking.
No problem. Okay. So the gargoyle is tracking you from below and you're leading him towards a pit trap, correct?
Yes. Cause I want to leap down and basically like, push him with my feet into the pit trap, impale him on the spikes. Okay. Maybe not with my feet. It could be with my hands around his throat, but
that's it. You could roundhouse kick him, maybe.
A roundhouse kick from the rafters.
Oh, he's doing a roundhouse with the rafters. Okay, so yeah, you are crouching You're positioning yourself. The gargoyle is, tantalizingly close to the pit. Little did you know, little did you notice, up above, through the thin canopy, the demon locust is circling once again.
Oh, yeah.
And Alyssa has spotted you now. And there's one other thing that she has with her. Two can play at this game. File under. Two can play at this game. She has a javelin of her own.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm now looking for my my roll bonus.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so she's going to let loose with that. And this would be an example of, since you had a negative on your perception roll, I'm going to say it is a surprise attack.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much all she has to do is roll 20 or better.
You said it.
I did. 23.
Oh! Can I spend 4 points of luck?
Well, so the good news is that actually doesn't beat your armor rating. So it's actually your armor is going to absorb the damage from this.
Fantastic. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So I didn't have enough D4s here, so I'm just going to have to laboriously roll it 3 times.
Yeah, same.
Let's see. Okay, so all right. So what you're going to do is just mark off the SDC of your armor, and it's going to be 8 points.
Okay, so I'm at 44 SDC.
All right. Now the thing about this javelin is, as soon as it hits you, it sort of pops, and then she basically gets it back in her hand.
Ooh, I'm gonna steal that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sorry, 46 out of 54.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, it does hit you on the back. It tags you,
Okay, yeah. So I quickly turn around and look in the sky, and gritting my teeth, and I'm not roaring or issuing a challenge or anything like that. I'm still focused on Gargoyle B.
Gargoyle B, yeah, exactly. Let's see here, and then the demon locust. He's an autonomous being. He can do things as well.
Correct.
He has agency. And
don't take away the locust demon's agency.
That's right. Oh, let's see. What level? All right. So basically, from the demon locust opens its grotesque mouth, and from within a fireball emerges.
Whoa!
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Let's see here. So you can attempt to dodge it.
Okay. Yes.
You have to roll a 90 or higher. You do get to apply your dodge bonus.
That's all you had to say.
Yeah.
All right. So my dodge bonus is 15.
Okay.
What does my roll bonus do?
So rolling with a punch is like rolling with a punch, fall, or impact. So it's basically blunt hit, or if you fall, or if you're otherwise impacted by something, you can try and roll. If you succeed at that, you take half damage.
Okay, fair. All right. So this is dodge, and I need a 90?
90 or better, yep.
Okay. So I need an 85 on the dice, bro. All right, let's go. Okay, well, I got a 54.
Okay.
Plus 15. So I get hit with the fireball.
Hit with this fireball. Okay. Right. Let's see here. 10, 15. All right. That is all right. So you take 27 points of damage. You're gonna take that off of your SDC first, not your armor's SDC, but your SDC, right?
Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so hold on. So then my armor's SDC. Sorry, it started at 44. And so I took 8 points earlier, so now it's at 36.
Okay.
So now.
And then your regular SDC. What? Oh yeah, I see that. Your regular SDC is 54. So yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And then how much do I take off that?
I believe I said 28. That sounds about right.
So,
Somewhere in that neighborhood.
Right. Okay. So I'm at 26 now.
Okay.
Oh. Oof. That was a heavy hit.
Yeah. No, it's you're sort of like temporarily engulfed in this little whirling firestorm as it hits you.
Okay.
And some of the smaller branches around you even catch fire.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So of course the gargoyle sees this and laughs and actually grabs hold of the tree you're in and begins to shake it.
Ooh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But the pit trap is right behind it, so you could go ahead with your plan.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Is he gonna? When he shakes it, do I? And I get hit by this fireball? Do I fall or anything?
Not on this round. He's just started to shake it, so I'm gonna say like it's gonna take him a couple of rounds to get it like violent enough that you might have a problem there.
Okay. So it's my turn now.
It is your turn. Yes.
All right. Then I will leap down at the gargoyle.
Okay.
From the tree, hands out in a grabbing motion.
Yep. Or roundhouse. Would you like to roundhouse?
Ooh, yeah. If I can roundhouse,
you can.
If I'm confident that I can roundhouse from the trees,
yes, you can.
And knock this thing into the pit trap.
Yeah.
And maybe even like follow it in there. You know what I'm saying? Because like I just want to like make sure this thing is dead. Okay. So, all right. So what do I need to roll?
So this is an actual thing in Palladium. They have a maneuver called leap attack. It uses up all of your actions for that melee round.
Wow.
And basically you just say what attack you're using with the leap attack. It can be a weapon, it can be a kick or punch, whatever. And then it automatically does double damage. If you happen to roll a critical success, you're going to do triple damage. So, aim high.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. And then this is just so for this, I'm just rolling D100 plus my physical prowess.
Physical prowess plus your strike bonus.
Oh, okay. So physical prowess is 16. My strike bonus is an impressive plus 10.
Nice.
So this plus 26.
Okay.
I rolled a 57
plus 26.
Yeah.
So 82.
83.
All right.
Saith the calculator.
All right. I rolled a 0-1.
Yeah. Now roll a 90.
Yeah, right. So what did we say you had? An 83?
83.
Okay, so I just then rolled a 40. So that's minus 39.
Minus 39.
All right, so you succeed. Your success difference is 122. So yes, this is a critical hit.
Fuck yeah. So wait, 3 times the damage?
Yeah, so roll your roundhouse damage plus your damage bonus times 3.
Holy shit.
Okay. You might actually kill this gargoyle just outright with your roundhouse.
Oh, well, I rolled a 6.
Okay.
And then a 3. So for my 2d6, I rolled a 9.
Yeah.
Higher than average. And then I add my damage bonus.
Uh-huh.
So that's 13. And then times 3?
Yeah.
What is that? 29?
39.
39. Because of how math works.
Yeah. Okay, so
dude,
you're engulfed in this fireball.
I definitely like explode from the fire.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you come out with like smoke trailing off your hair. No eyebrows to speak of, and the gargoyle like just kind of looks up, like and your foot just lands right on its face.
Yes,
and you just drive it backwards down into this pit. Your foot just like driving it through the air as you're both falling. Yeah. And sure enough, it just lands fully on all the spikes at the bottom. It gets impaled in like 20 different places. Yeah, it's dead. You killed it.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. I look at it, it explodes in Castlevania fashion, and and
oh my god.
and then I turn around and like look up through the canopy, you know,
That's
and
right. That's right.
and then like I just like roar. Like I don't like I've gone beyond like I'm past human expression. Like
Oh.
I'm full animal, like, you know, like savage hands, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just like roar, and then I start running because I'm gonna face Alyssa at the edge of the cliff.
Ooh, fuck. All right.
As if I had an option.
Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Guthormr's like, because like, yeah, I'm like, even if I can't kill the greater demon, the locust,
Yeah.
I might be able to like tackle Alyssa off it, and then like we both fall into the cliff, like off the cliff, and like Sherlock and Moriarty, and like I strangle her on the way down.
I did that once in a D&D game where my character's getting carried off by a harpy, and I calculated I could live even at max falling damage. So I just beat it to death with my bare hands as it was flying.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I was playing a barbarian, so it was,
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. All right. No, that's great. So so you're running for the cliffside, and obviously we're going to give you XP for avoiding unnecessary violence. No.
I was like, fuck.
No, but I'm going to give you XP for daring.
Ooh, thank you.
That's great that you're setting up a daring scenario. So
absolutely.
All right, so let's get kind of an air stats initiative roll here. You can, just roll D100 plus your speed to see how quickly you're getting up there.
Okay. Where's my dice? Oh, Jesus. I'm like, how did I lose the two things that I'm constantly using? It's not a fast one. 17 plus 16.
Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, 30.
Or sorry, 17 plus 14.
Okay.
Even worse.
31. Okay. So
I'm hurt from the fire. So I'm like, yeah, exactly. And
plus you had to run out of a fucking pit. Like, let's not forget.
I had to run exactly. I had to run out of a pit. I probably hurt my ankle a little bit by like kicking in the rock skull of a gargoyle.
It was quite hard, yeah.
It was very hard, yeah. So, not doing my bunions any favors.
All right, let me see what Alyssa's rocking right now. In addition to usual nonsense. Okay. Right.
I feel like Guthormr any moment could just like just stop running on two legs and like take to running on like legs and hands. Like any moment now, just like start sprinting like a feral beast.
Yeah.
That might happen. Like if she like flies down in front of me, like I might just like hit the ground with my hands and then leap and try to strangle her.
Yeah, just do a little 3-point stance into a super leap.
Totally, exactly.
Yeah. Alrighty. So yeah, by the time you get to the top of the cliffside, she's kind of circling above, waiting for you.
Nice.
And you hear Trigom in your head, like, let me at her.
How high is she?
Oh man, she's so high. Let me hold here. She's about 50 feet up.
So I could not jump up to get her.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. All right. And she's basically like headed me off at the pass.
Right. Correct.
Okay. All right. I don't think I have any choice here. And Trigom is like asking, being like, let me at her.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna like emerge from and I'm like still full sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, full sprint, and I, bust out of the woods. I imagine like the cliff kind of like ramps up a little bit and then comes off in some like gnarly, like overhang of icicles and stuff like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
And like as soon as I like emerge from the woods, I like put the brakes on. I slide a little bit because of the snow and the ice. And I like reach behind my back, grab the hilt of Trigom, and then like in one dramatic, like slice it down. The strength of unsheathing Trigon itself just like cuts through the fabric that was wrapping Trigom up, like concealing it.
Yeah.
So of course I'm like in slow motion, like the cloth just like explodes off of Trigom and then like freeze frame as like the lens flare hits the blade.
Right.
Exactly. Starts like glowing blue.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's like I don't even say anything to Alyssa. Like this is just my challenge.
Damn. All right. I'm going to give her a roll. Oh yeah. Wow. 7. All right.
Ooh.
All right. So that happens, but also our friendly demon locust has something for you.
Of course.
So from his sunken eyes, little black bolts of energy shoot out. Okay. So once again, you can attempt to dodge by rolling a 90 or higher.
Oh my god. Does this use up an action of mine?
Yes, so it's optional. You can take your chances.
Man. Well, okay, so like when I grab Trigom,
yeah.
Like do I automatically sense like what the fuck is happening with these guys? Like what their psychic abilities are. If I see these black bolts, is Trigom like, oh, look out, this is the fingers of death. Like, like is he my shonen anime exposition character?
Yeah.
You can't attack back because you've run out of chi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh shit, that's a level 7 death attack.
Exactly.
He can't be that specific, but you remember that when you're holding him, you can do the see aura or sense aura
okay, right.
ability. So as soon as you unsheath him, obviously the demon locust is off the charts,
Fair.
And Alyssa's not too far behind,
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Well,
she's not showing any sign of possession though. So
that's good. Is she healthy?
She is healthy. She's thriving. She's moisturized. she's thriving. In the rain.
Good. She's glowing.
Yeah, exactly.
Great complexion. I'm
that's
like,
right. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I am gonna dodge. I'm gonna try to dodge.
Okay.
Because I want to be a moving target so that they are forced to come down.
Yes.
Like they're like staying up here and firing ranged attacks is fruitless. Let's go down.
All right.
Oh fuck.
Shit. Sorry, it's just that was such a perfect reaction.
I know, yeah. Oh, okay, that's not terrible. I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad. Okay. I rolled an 8.
Oh no.
And then I rolled a 17, so it's a -9.
Okay.
Not terrible as far as critical failures go.
No, that's true. All right, so you are hit by the energy bolts. Now, this is a magic attack, so you can actually make a save versus magic. So
is this fumes?
Fumes, yeah.
Is this fumes? What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, right? Magic fumes. We've all been there.
Yeah,
all
I know.
right, so no, this is spell magic. So you need to
Okay.
roll a 60 or better, and it looks like you have a plus 10 to that. So
I've got a plus 10, so I need to roll a 50 then?
50 or better, yep.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
There is a chance. 50-50 even.
Dude, 50 on the dot.
Oh!
Not even kidding.
Man. Oh.
50 and 0.
Oh. Woo. All right. All right.
Holy shit.
So these magic bolts hit you, and you feel a temporary numbness spread through all of your limbs, but it very quickly, dissipates. You shake it off. Okay. So, but what's even more remarkable is that Alyssa, she had her javelin raised. She was getting ready to throw it down at you again, but now she has a look of stark terror on her face.
Oh, old Trigon. I know that look. Stark terror on her face. Man, can I superhero like leap through the air and cut through her Vampire Hunter D style? And then the camera pans to her and she says, "Impossible." And then explodes.
I'll tell you what. If you can roll
Here we
your
go.
D100 plus physical prowess, difficulty number is 150. So you're going to have to roll 90 or above just right off the bat, right? If you can pull that off, though, sure.
Do I get any other skills?
Well, you don't have like a jumping skill or anything, right? You know what I mean?
What if it's a backflip, David? What if I backflip through her?
Go for it.
Oh my God.
Why not?
That actually might.
We've already gone this far.
There's
no turning back.
We've come this far.
Yeah.
That's too ridiculous. We're leaving the. That's too ridiculous. I don't think I could live with that. Okay. So she's got a look of terror on her face.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't live with that.
I can't live with that.
Like after the session, you're like, I feel so dirty. Like
I know exactly. Exactly. I'm like, oh God, Guthormr, why?
Why?
I let everyone down. Okay. She looks scared.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Demon Grasshopper doesn't care.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna yell up to her and just be like, come down here and face me.
Okay.
Face me, Alyssa.
All right. So
you could not do to me what you did to the others. The pikes, the heads on pikes outside the wall. You thought you would add mine amongst your collection.
Nice. All right. So you are trying to intimidate her. So that
I would say so.
Mental affinity. So go ahead and make a D100 roll plus your mental affinity. And since she knows what the hell you're holding, it's going to be once again difficulty 150 on this bad boy. So.
Woo. Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely don't make it. Yeah, I got like a 22 plus 11, okay. So 33.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm like, you smell like you pooped your pants.
I can smell it from down here. All right. So yeah. So she like completes one circuit and then just reins the demon locust around and sort of like leans in like like she's on some kind of rocket or something, and just takes off back in the direction of Badtown.
She hears me in the distance. Alyssa!
All right. So that still counts in the Palladium experience system as, sort of defeating. It says killing or subduing, but it also, will be defeating a minor or a major menace, a great menace, in fact.
A great menace. Now we're talking.
Oh, yes. So let's see. You got you did nail the gargoyle. I got that. Okay. So got both of them, and then you got Alyssa
I did
and
some.
her.
I did some daring.
Oh, very much so. Yes.
Did I do any deductive reasoning or insight?
I feel like you kind of did there at some point.
I feel well, I don't know. I feel like I did too, but it was more like positioning people, like
Oh, that counts. Yeah.
did it?
Like
Okay.
setting up the traps. I think that definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I did call a few things. Like I'm like, oh, she's gonna send her goons in to get me.
Right.
So I'm gonna run them through here. Yeah, I would say that's some insight.
Okay. And then you had a critical plan or action that saved your life. So we will do that accordingly. Okay. So yeah, you've driven her off for the time being. Whether that is something you're like, how are you feeling about that? Like,
Oh, I mean, recurring villain for sure. Kenny loves it. Guthormr's livid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like I like to Guthormr, like that's unfinished business.
Yeah.
So it's like now I already feel a plan forming of like, like cloaking myself in like beggar's clothes and like stealing into Badland in the middle of the night.
Love it.
And lighting the dragon's den on fire and calling her out in town.
Oh man, make it happen, make it reality. Speak it into the universe.
I know. I'm manifesting, dude.
Yeah, that's right. All right, that sounds great. So yeah, that sounds like a good plan for the next session. Anything now as you stand, sweaty, singed,
totally
breathing hard, and watching her demon locust recede into a little point in the distance. The giants, emerging from the trees, looking duly impressed, and actually, Olger, giving you kind of a different look, like you can see in his eyes that he's kind of thinking like, man, maybe this guy is going to find Odd Spear. Who knows?
Ooh, that's right. Yeah, take a minute to see that they've come into focus, right? That they've appeared on the scene. And I sheath with my invisible sword holder the giant berserk sword on my back.
That's right. The convenient hook on your back that just holds this massive sword.
Exactly. Yeah. The giant hook attached to my shoulder blade. Yeah, I hang Trigon there. And actually, I think like when they show up, Trigon is probably like, there they are, like, let's get them,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Trigon's like, they're the biggest danger. Go for them.
Right. Yeah. And I'm probably like, Guthormr, total like, yeah, I called it Vampire Hunter D earlier, but like when he's like when he sees blood and he like starts to give in, like fangs turn red and stuff. I'm really happy to Guthormr, but like he does have that. He's like, yeah, let's go. Like it's time to kill these giants, and it takes him a moment before he's like, no, like. I had like Alyssa is the goal. Like I need to kill Alyssa. And so he like comes down after a few moments and then finally like, puts Trigon on his back so that his thoughts can no longer really they're not as what's
loud.
The word I'm looking for?
Well, just loud.
Yeah, they're exactly. They're not as loud, and I don't feel like I'm on the attack anymore because I'm holding a big sword in my hand. Hey, no, sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine.
The cat's trying to jump onto the table full of partly assembled models.
Excuse me.
Right? Yeah, it's like anyways. So yeah, they come in, and I come down, and I finally look at them, and I might say something like, they're impressed. Oh my God. They're impressed. I'm going to look at them and be like, I'm making a move on Badland. Can I count you amongst my numbers?
So they kind of look at each other, and slowly they start to grin, and they look back at you and they say, "Absolutely."
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm totally gonna smash. I'm not gonna smash Badland, but I am going to raid it almost. Like I'm gonna totally might makes right the hell out of Badland. And basically show up with a posse of giants, kill Alyssa, burn down the dragon's den,
Yeah.
and then start working my way through Hellfire and Alyssa's super hot sister.
Hopefully one in a different way than the other. Working through.
That's right. I feel like Guthormr, I mean, her physical beauty is off the charts. So
right.
I feel like Guthormr could be like, it's been a long time, and like, just totally like whatever machinations she's like, oh, Guthormr, like you wouldn't kill me or whatever. And he would probably fall for it.
Yeah.
And then like maybe in the middle of the night, like, smother her with a pillow.
Right. Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's got to be the classic Conan scenario where it's like, first we make love, then you die,
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's like Conan he'll sleep with the sorceress, and then
right.
When shit starts going wrong, he's like, and kills her.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, since my internet appears to be rapidly crumbling before our very eyes,
True.
Let me hand out your XP here before it all falls apart. So,
please.
I've got it all totaled up, and it came out to 1,220.
Oh, damn!
Yes,
we did it. We did it, fam.
We did it.
So 1,225.
You got it.
That puts me at so much XP. 4,025.
Nice.
Outrageous.
And what was your third level goal?
I think I was like 400 away. Or no, wait, was I 1,000 away? I can't remember.
Let's see here. Mercenary warrior. What'd you say you were at? 4,000.
I was at 2,800, and now I'm at 4,025.
Okay, yeah, you only needed 3,800 for level 3. So there you go. Yeah. You got it.
Can't believe it. That is awesome.
Awesome.
Now I can finally get Prowler.
Yes, indeed. So
this was all to get Prowler.
This is all so that you could sneak around more efficiently.
I rolled a 5.
All right, so add that to your hit points.
Sick. 29.
Okay. And then, let's see here. How many skills do you get? 2 choose. I think you get 2.
Ooh.
Sure here. All right. Mercenary warrior 78.
Dude, by the way, that was probably the most outrageous session of an RPG I've ever experienced. So thank you.
That was pretty outrageous. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Thank you for like humoring me and letting me get away with this shit, and not just be like, because I mean, there's tons of GMs out there who probably would have been like, okay, Kenny's going through all this trouble to set up a trap, but really, like, none of this is gonna, not say nobody, but a lot of people probably wouldn't have like just gone with the flow, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, I'm all about, being your player's biggest fan and all that kind of stuff, so
Right. Yeah.
otherwise what's the point,
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you do get 2 skill selections. So prowl would be one of them,
Sick.
and
Cool.
yeah, I'll send you a list. You can
Yeah. Awesome.
Other than that, let's see. You know what? I'll just put together a level up package. That would be the easiest way to do this.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, and I'll send that to you. Package.
Amazing.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's another one in the can.
That's right. Insane. What an awesome session, dude.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for bringing it. I mean, that's
dude. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's easy. I think like it's easy being the only player where I'm like, this is the plan, and I can go balls to the wall, and like, because I'm kind of relying on the fact that like, oh, David's not going to kill me, but like.
Right. I'm not gonna go out of my way to, no.
But like I'm also right, exactly. But I'm also like not afraid to die. Like Guthormr is not afraid to die. Like he'll die to accomplish his goal. Like I was 100% ready to leap off a cliff and like into nothingness.
Yeah. Which could have happened if Alyssa hadn't made her
trying
lore.
To kill Alyssa.
Yeah, could have happened if she hadn't made her lore roll. Hadn't recognized what you were holding there. So
that's right. And now she's got it coming, dude. A big fucking dwarven rune blade with like a crew of giants.
Jesus Christ. This got so far beyond what I thought it was.
I know. I don't know.
I'm like,
yeah. Okay. What did you? I gotta like. Yeah. What? Like what did you expect? You just expected me to like kill the giants? I guess.
Yeah, it was just like, okay, yeah, you're gonna fight some giants, and then like, do something else after that, I guess. I don't know.
It's hilarious.
So,
oh man,
this is much.
Yeah,
better,
I can't.
So.
Well, it's definitely outrageous, like ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's still like on brand for me. Like. Mm-hmm. I still think it's very sword and sorcery.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
It's like just the right amount of like ridiculous anime.
Yep.
And then like Frazetta painting, like we talked about, and all that stuff. So I'm like, it's like the culminate. It's the perfect stew for all my interests.
That's great. I love it. All right. Well, we'll keep it going, and yeah, eventually we're going to hit an end point where it's going to transfer over to the 2-player game. But
totally,
I have an idea of where that is, but we're not quite there yet. So in the meantime, yeah, burn down Badland, man. Go nuts, live your best life.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, we'll call it a session for now, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one.
No, me too. Can't come soon enough.